Yeah, come through. Yeah, come through super super clear. But
Mm.
yeah, um, what is the topic for tonight, son? Yeah,
Yeah, man. So the topic is congrats, LeBron. You've made $1 billion or you're worth $1 billion. How can we make it the norm?
okay, I like that.
Yeah, and let me first put out the disclaimer. I am not a billionaire.
Yes,
Aspiring.
I am also not a billionaire. I'm not a millionaire either. But
Yeah, so
but striving to be.
yes, working on it. In progress. Pending. No shame in I have no shame in saying that I am a pending millionaire, billionaire,
Yeah.
depending on the currency that you're looking at.
Yeah. No,
So
agreed. I'm agreed. I mean, whether Jamaican, I mean, if it start somewhere, so once you hit Jamaican millionaire status, then you can say, yeah, let me go for Jamaican billionaire status, and then from there you say, all right, what is the equivalent to a billion Jamaican? If you want to put it that way, or whatever currency you want, as you say.
yep.
But I was reading an article on it today. I think I shared it with you.
Mm.
Um, and according to the article, he started with, and he very young, and he said, I am going to be a billionaire. He spoke it into existence. You see me, I say? And
Yeah.
everything he's done, um, even though as far as I see it, he doesn't see it as work per se. He just sees it as, you know, his life's his life's journey, it seems. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like all of this is it's just what he has to do. Whether he's an older NBA player right now, and the way he does his conditioning and everything is just saying that I want to be in the league for this amount of time. I want to make an impact in the NBA. And in the meantime, all my side stuff, which are making me money, will be affected positively because I'm making sure that I'm in peak physical condition. When I mean, they're younger players. Um, don't want to go into an NBA analysis, but there are younger players who could be doing more for their career um, by doing conditioning on the level of LeBron James, but even Kobe or even Michael Jordan, that kind of level, it would make them a better player, but they're not doing it. So, um, yeah. So everything he's done over the years has led him to here, and he said he was going to do it. So not only did he just say it, but he's been doing everything he needed to do to get to this point. Yeah.
Completely agree. And it goes back to the saying that I have on my status as WhatsApp. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. But if you do what is easy, your life will be hard.
Mm-hmm.
He has taken the hard path for so long and has been so consistent on it that it has become second nature to him. And then he has turned all of that. He has stuck to his guns. He has stuck to his guns. He has set out a plan, and now what he's done, he's making himself more marketable. Retired LeBron would not be as successful in his side ventures as an active peak LeBron. And here's why. With the work that he's doing, he's making himself marketable. With every success, his side ventures have more clout. They have more trust. They have more buildability. They have more reach. When you say my business is supported or sponsored by or in league with or aligned with LeBron, current 7-time ring holder current champion, winning team. It is present tense. It is now. People want the current hot dish. They want the current special. And that's what LeBron is, the current special.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it sounds a lot better than retired superstar LeBron James. Means that, oh, he's still good now, but, you know, so if the food is already cooked and we're going to eat as much of it as it can before it becomes leftovers. We don't really mean it like that, but that's
yeah,
basically how people, yeah, that's how people view it. He's
yeah,
going to be hot stuff for many years, but he would not be as hot as if he was current doing what he's doing. He's making himself up to 10, 100x more valuable.
yep. I agree. And I mean, um, for let's say two basketball players have done it before him, Kobe and Michael. Um, of course, they didn't hit billionaire status until they got out of the game. As a matter of fact, most of their earnings came from them making um, very good financial decisions earlier on, as in buying into businesses or um,
Yep,
signing contracts and stuff like that.
yep.
So it is as a result of the NBA, but they just didn't hit that status till after. So I'm curious to see what will happen I'd say LeBron is going to retire in about 5 years. I'm curious to see what um, his net worth is going to do. If it's going to double, will he pass Michael Jordan kind of thing, as far as, what he has going on, which is a nice mix of things. I would say close to what Kobe was doing, but yeah, just to see what will happen. I mean, Kobe, rest in peace. If he hadn't passed away, he would probably be well on his way to doubling his fortune, like, easily. But yeah, I guess we'll never know. But
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
mhm. Yeah, but I mean, as far as what you mentioned earlier, um, how do we, what's the next step for us? How do we take these guys as an example and, like, use it to motivate ourselves to get to our goals, whether it's financial or otherwise? But you know, they found a formula, and just from my reading and everything, it just seems to be a recurring theme. Um, yeah, if you find a formula and it works, you don't have to, you know, start from scratch. You can actually tweak it and actually get similar results. So yeah, I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, so what I wanted to do right now is expound on the formula. As you are further on the road than me, up the road than me, give me your take on what the formula is, how the formula looks to you, and then we go from there.
Well, the formula is a lot of different things, and I don't know if I'm going to hit everything, but number one, you have to be consistent. Um, and it has to go to beyond just a feeling, or a motivation in um, in the spur of the moment, or just in the minute. It goes beyond a feeling that comes and goes, something you have to be consistent with, even though you at the time, let's say, you don't feel like doing a job resume, but if this is what you want, whether you feel like it or not, you should be doing it, kind of thing. That kind of discipline that goes beyond just, yeah, I'm not just doing this off feeling. I know I have to do this to reach the next level, and I'm going to do it. I'm sure a lot of them don't feel like training every Saturday night or whatever, like, instead of going out and partying, like James Harden. But yeah, I mean, just being consistent with certain things. It has to start with consistency, and that discipline has to be there. So you want to get somewhere. I want to hit millionaire status. I want to be um fit enough to run a 10K in under an hour. I want to do this, that, the other. What do I have to get there? And once you know what you need to get there, it's a matter of doing it, whether you feel like doing it or not. If you're if you are really serious about hitting this. So first you have to speak into existence, then you have to set a plan to actually get to where you want to, and then you have to actually follow the plan. I mean, you may have to change the plan down the line if something's not aligned, but you have to follow some kind of plan. That's I mean, that's I would say is the backbone of everything. I mean, yeah, at the beginning, a spark goes off and you're like, I want to do this. And then when you figure out what you need to do, then you build a plan around that and you follow it through until you get there. Um, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know if there's something else that's sticking out to you that you need to do, but I think it's just consistency and the discipline. I wouldn't even say motivation because motivation is more based on feelings.
Mm.
It's just knowing that you want to do something and just doing it.
Yeah. So I would have put it, I completely agree. And then I just simplify it to the
Yeah,
sense because
let's hear how you
as,
put it.
yeah. So for if I was explaining this to my student, how would I say it as a teacher? So the first thing I'd put motivation and discipline into the word attitude. First, you build the attitude, which is the manifestation, which is the discipline, which is the consistency. Then you build the skills using that, being disciplined, having the attitude, manifesting the thing after getting the spark is then we build the skills that you need to do that. And then with the skills, you get the opportunity. By using the skills, doing the work, you get the opportunity. So using the skills to get the work. So it is attitude, skill, work, and then opportunity. So that is what has to be done, in my opinion, because when you look at all of this, if these guys weren't skilled enough to reach these positions, to reach these posts, and I'm not just talking about basketball at this moment, to be a basketball player, you realize that about 2% of the basketball players worldwide or nationwide that becomes NBA stars. There are people who were said to be better than Jordan that didn't get a break.
Yeah,
So, so when you look at something like that, you came in to be a great athlete, a great singer, a great artist. In what? So, as we said, what are you going to do? You have built yourself up to this, and now you have the opportunity. Once you get the opportunity and things start going for you, that is where we have to go from there. What is your mindset from there? What are you going to do when you reach here?
yeah,
Because just reaching there is the opening of the door, and you can go much further. What do you think?
yeah, yeah. It's that's very important. I mean, whatever you ask for, usually, I mean, it's not just presented to you um in some kind of vacuum. There's always consequences and other things that come along with it. Just like when you, let's say you say you want to be 200 pounds of muscle. I mean, once you get there, you have to maintain it at least. Or when
Yeah,
you or when you get there, you're gonna say, okay, I have 200 pounds of muscle, but I need my cardio to be there. So at least if a dog around me down, I mean, I go out of breath in like 5 minutes, me can actually run from the dog, muscle no matter then, kind of thing. So I mean, there's some kind of maintenance, as you said, that need to go on. So yeah, I agree.
yeah. Unless you're going to plan to take some bite, then the muscle can help you there.
Well, bite or flight. I mean, if you take some bite, the muscle might help, yes, but well, You can't fight too. You probably can't fight back. If depending on the size of the dog, but I don't know youth. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I mean, some amount of consistency has to be done.
I have run enough. Coming from church up that hill, Bridget, you know the dogs that were along that road.
Yeah, yeah, me know them, me know them. Me never step. Trust me, it was a long time before me step around that lane there. I don't know exactly when it happened. But the dogs, I don't know, maybe they died out, but that I remember not wanting to go that way at all and not going that way until there was a time when I walked there in peace. And I don't remember when that was, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely understand that.
Yup. Me only get bitten by a dog once, and it was I don't know if you remember old teacher Williams.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, down a female, and yep, don't once bitten, twice shy. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, definitely understand. SS Kana.
Um, no, I never SS Corner, you know. Oh, them dog they too, right at the bakery part. No, me I talk right where uh the, the, the well, me can't tell you that the corner right where me did live further down, going down to SS Corner. That deep corner right when you pass my house, past Miss Thompson in name or Thomas, right where the shop used to
Yeah,
be corner. Um, there was a road going in, and there was an old teacher down there. I think he died at 100 years old, and he used to lend me books to read. And on returning one of the books, yeah, the dog them, you never even know some of them did have sense. But anyways, that's how it go. Yeah, but
sorry, man.
yeah,
Arm, leg, where?
like
Ah,
I still have the marks to show. It yeah, it was pretty gnarly, but yeah, I still have the scars to show for that. I'm sure I'll put it in my book because I'm planning to write a book on certain memories of Jamaica, or just memories overall, but just things from a long time ago that still stick out in my mind. I plan to put it to paper. Let's see how that goes.
that's fair. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if nobody reads it, we know my son would like do it because I wish my dad had like I mean he told me a lot of stories, but I wish there was more that I'd known about, him growing up and certain things. I'm sure my son, at least my son will read it. So yeah.
Yeah. You, as long as it's done, you can put the title of author to your name. Can only be one copy and just for him. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, not that we stick on topic or we have a topic that we definitely talk about. We pretty much talk about things that are going on. But yeah, as far as the whole Lebron situation, yeah, we can take a page out and book. There are a lot of people who we can definitely learn from. Um, it's just a matter of being consistent with what you've learned and saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, that, the other, and actually follow through. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right. So before I talk about what I was looking at for this and
Hmm.
then the concerns that I had, um, let me hear what you think of how they could do it. The people who are up at the top, um, the beneficial tales like the brand or the cautionary tales that you know of how following the path, you don't have to be trailblazers, just follow the pattern, follow the path, or the cautionary tale that you know of what to do to make this the norm.
Well, I mean, it's uh, uh well, people in general think they know what they want. Um, and it's usually a handful of things that people gravitate towards. But at the end of the day, um, whether they get it or not, they're not fulfilled because it really wasn't that they were after. So, I mean, as far as the things you should be looking out for, I mean, is it something you really want? I mean, like everybody said they want money, and then people get money and then say they're miserable and thing. Was it money you were looking for really, or was it more time or financial independence, or I mean, what exactly was it that you were looking for? So, um, yeah, I mean, once you know that, I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
definitely.
hard work. You have to put in
Ah,
work.
man.
Um,
Again, this was really brought about by your status. Because I didn't really look at it the way you did. But once I looked at that, once I looked at your status and saw that out of all the history of the NBA, three, three did it. And
mhm.
it had to take, as you say, a really big vision from certain people to do it. So when I look at a situation like that, I see that you look at it. Let me see if you get it right. Michael Johnson was 56.
Oh, you mean
Jordan was
Jordan?
50.
Yeah,
Magic Johnson.
Johnson. Uh, Magic Johnson. Um, I mean, I know,
Yeah, looking at your thing, I think it's about 56. So let's work with about 50, around 56, just to be safe. Michael was 51. And now Jordan is not Jordan. LeBron is 36. In my mind, the next person that would achieve this status, I think, would be Shaq.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Shaka set the I'd say he set the foundation to to get there. I think he's done a lot of the right moves. Um, I'm relatively young too, so I mean, yeah, he may hit it eventually. I
Mm,
mean, he has his hands in the right businesses. He has a lot of endorsement deals. I think he's making 24 million a year,
mm,
according to the last thing that I saw. So I mean, yeah, eventually he'll get there. You making 24 million a year though means you probably are gonna keep less than half of that, based on how the US taxes work and the other kind of expenses you have for run a corporation. But yeah, instead I make loads of cash. I don't even know if that is a goal of his. I know I know for the rest of the guys who reached there already, that is where they wanted to go. You know what I mean? So
mm.
I mean, I
Yep.
think Shaq is around almost at half a billion status right now. And he may be comfortably there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he could have gotten to his self-actualization.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, because I mean, I don't think mine is that high at all. I mean, I mean, but yeah, so I mean, um, can do I think I can get there? Yeah, I think I can get there, but I may just have to keep working at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So let me hear what they did. I'll share my part first, and then I want to hear in your mind what you think they did to reach that, to do that.
Hmm.
And so I would never forget Shaq's story in the beginning when he got his first paycheck and he bought himself a very expensive car. Then he bought his mother one. Then he bought his father one. And he was just spending and spending. And then when his agent came to him and said, "Hey, you out of the money you don't have much left, you know. You don't have a lot of money left." He was like, "Huh? But I did this and this." And then he sat him down and explained the situation of his fees and expenses and the people around him had to be paid. And then out of what was left, that was what you were spending. So there's not much left.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on him. So certain systems had to be in place. So, like Jordan, like Johnson, like Magic, they were lucky enough to be around people or to meet people who were going up. And they also had to have the attitude of wanting to go up.
Yeah.
They wanted to put things in place. It was not just about spending, spending, spending. Oh, I'm rich. I have all the money and all of that. I've made it. I'm rich. I don't have to do anything more. I have arrived.
Yeah.
The danger of that is many people, once they start making the money, they think that that's the end of the journey. It's if you think it was hard to get, try
Hmm.
keeping it. Trust me. If
Yep.
you think it's hard to get, and that is something that every person can understand. If you think money is hard to get, try keeping it.
Yeah.
Try saving it.
That's yeah, I mean that is the challenge right there. I mean, a lot of people get money, a lot of people get six figures. And yeah, at the end of the year when you ask them say, yo, wait there, them don't know. But yeah, you're right. I really like that point. Mentorship is important. Not only that, you could have a really good mentor and then the people around you are of a different mindset. So um yeah, if you have people of a different mindset around you, then you you're more likely not to follow along those lines, you know what I mean? Um so yeah, the as far as what you're saying, yeah. Someone sat him down and then he made sure he was surrounded by the right people, I'm sure, to get it done. I mean, from the interviews that I've listened to, um, he had a close or a small circle, and even to this day, and I don't think he's varied much from that either. So yeah, really good point.
Yeah. So what is necessary is a system. What is necessary is a system. And then you
Okay.
have to stick to the plan, as you've said before in the beginning. Stick to the plan
Mm-hmm.
and understand that this money, if you want it to work for you have to treat it like a seed. No person is going to plant a seed and then dig it up every minute to look at it to see if it's growing.
Yep.
You're gonna have to think long term, look at these things, and then make your investment, make your choice, make your savings, put this money aside and say, it doesn't exist.
Yep. Yep, that's a part of it. And I know they beat this part into people a lot. I mean, before you can plant a lot of those seeds, you have the only way you're gonna get the seed money is to save, which means you have to live below your means. Um,
Yep.
and basically living below your means allows you to even save a dollar, so you can put that away so it can
Yeah.
grow for you. Um, yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we were talking the other day, and um, I don't remember if it was a TikTok video or something that said, if you can't afford it twice, no bother with
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, I really, really like that. So
Yeah. It owns you. The thing owns you.
yeah, because if you can't afford it twice, you gotta think about say, yo, if I sit near my shop, how me I gonna manage and rate it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think I think we should take a segment next week and um basically talk about maybe our systems, um and then maybe a system in general, just to say this is how it should work, set some kind of framework for anybody who's listening, that may be interested in like making a plan to reach somewhere, whether it's career wise, financial wise, or other things. Um, and then say maybe pick one of the sectors or one of the areas we're working on, and how we plan it, and um, maybe give some insight to, you know, um, how it should be done, or how
Yeah,
it's
that sounds
going,
good.
whether it's going or not.
Yeah. 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 It could be on go slow, but it's going.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, nobody said I fit up on 10, like turbo all the time. Uh, but yeah, sometimes consistency looks like a slow snail.
Mm.
Um, just working in the background, getting to where I need to go. Not a fast rabbit are here. But yeah,
Yeah. Definitely agree. Definitely agree with that.